Hello, it's Polish Pol VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do some more virtual reality news for PSVR 2, PCVR and MetaQuest platforms. I want to talk a bit about Aces of Thunder, but before we got news about that, let me just quickly speak about Real VR Fishing, a game that quietly, past last few years, just been doing some awesome stuff and people was just enjoying it so much. So what they doing is they continuing their DLC releases, and this one is called Europe DLC Volume 2, that will arrive on 26th of February on MetaQuest platforms. The developer said the Steam and Pico release is still unconfirmed, but they coming as well. I think at one point in their lifespan they was thinking about PSVR 2 version, but I'm not sure if that's still happening or not. In the DLC you're gonna get some new locations in Germany, France, Italy and Spain, and 30 new fishing species. Okay, anyway. Now, let's move on to the Aces of Thunder quickly. Just a quick info and update about the game from the developers. So what they posted is some brand new flying planes from World War 1. Just a screenshot, but I suppose that's what we need to get excited now about, because this game, I don't know, seems to never come out. I still think each post they do, it's just trolling and they know it's not releasing, but maybe they will prove me wrong. But anyway, they showcased the Fokker DR1 aeroplane, which looks pretty cool. A triplane, and it's open cockpit and just looks cool, and it definitely would be fun to fly it, but will this game ever come out or not? Let me know in comment section what you think. Like I said earlier, my theory is that this game is just trolling people and it's not gonna happen, and every time the developers post something they're like, oh, look at them losers thinking our game coming out, but it never does. I might be wrong, hopefully. I don't know. We shall see. And now let's quickly talk about Onward. This game, used to be one of the most popular VR shooters, especially on PC in the very early days of VR. Eventually, the developers decided to release it on Quest 1 out of all the headsets, and the experience, especially graphically, become a bit shittier for many people, especially PCVR owners. But what the developer promising now it's owned as well by Meta, by the way. They bought it eventually, and they just have it and releasing small updates. There was some layoffs, the studio head resigns. It was a bit of drama every now and then with this game. But anyway, the major revamp will happen this year, because they will bring 2.0 update, which gonna do a lot of cool things, and also graphics gonna be improved as well. Something what maybe people want with Quest 3 power. I don't see why not. Quest 1 not support at all, so they don't need that. They're gonna add new map mode and new operator system as well. New map content, so they definitely gonna do a lot. Hopefully this game will manage to return to its former glory, but saying that, there's still a lot of active players playing it and enjoying it. But the competition they face in those days definitely is much bigger now than when they first released. Now, speaking about Quest 3 headsets and its extra power, some very well received games coming to this platform soon. Let's start from Into the Radius 2. This is a big one, and this one will receive an early access version on Quest 3 and 3S in second quarter of this year, and it will cost $39.99. Not so long ago, the developer said that the game managed to get over $3 million in revenue since launch on Steam. So now with a Quest platform release, it looks like that revenue gonna expand a lot. And if you like a game with the battles of an epic proportions and with some very original gameplay that combines first-person shooting but also aerial mech combat, then look no further, because Stellar Plans VR gonna release on Quest 2 and 3 on 7th of March, just around the corner, and that is already out on Steam, done by solo developer, to a very positive reception and very good and definitely very interesting looking game, so it's gonna be pretty cool to have it on Quest as well. And as it's Valentine's Day today, as I record this video, the developers of Synthrider decided to give you a gift. Not only a gift of love, but also a gift of brand new free song, which you can download, and it's Get You by Sunset Neon. Hope you all got very nice gifts from your girlfriends and boyfriends and wives and husbands, and you enjoy your Valentine's Day very nicely. Now, moving on. And very strange news coming from Embracer Group about Metro VR Awakening, a game that are super like. I think it's amazing, even though maybe it don't have some of the original Metro mechanics. I think it's awesome in VR and it plays good and it just had a great atmosphere. But anyway, what they saying in their financial report, that Metro Awakening had a positive reception from critics, winning the Steam VR Game of the Year award, but underperformed management financial expectations. Now, I see it a bit like a corporate talk, of course. Vertigo, part of Embracer, a big corporate company. So, you know, they probably want not just the money, they want all the money. And if they can't get all the money, then they get slightly disappointed. It doesn't mean that the game maybe not like undersold, you know, didn't make a profit. Maybe they, I don't know. But anyway, sometimes when they say that as well, not long after, the studio's getting lays off. So we just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully not, because Vertigo Games definitely one of the veteran VR developers that's releasing some awesome virtual reality games. And now a roguelike game where you're using arrows in order to defeat waves of enemies, called Ashen Arrows, to everyone's surprise, will leave early access on February 20th on Steam, and on that day it will release on Meta Quest platforms, also on Pico. Does anyone even own Pico those days? Anyone plays it? Any active users outside of China? I don't know. And Steam VR, of course, is gonna have this version of the game. It's published by VR Kiwi, this studio publishing a lot of indie, let's say, indie games. But anyway, there's an attack and you need to defend it, and you're using your arrows. So this game will cost you $16.99/euros. Not too bad. And let's go back to Action Hero. This game just received a brand new free update, and in this update you get an extra scenario, a Cult of the Darkness, and in this scenario you have to film the best scenes of a horror movie using your new weapons and brand new enemies with awesome bullet time like action. And also what they did, they added arcade mode, and all 6 levels from the game can be replayed in this game mode, and then you have to get, of course, as many points as possible, more than others, and just be like the best of the best. So this game is published by Fast Travel Games, who lately said that their games maybe didn't got as much money as they shouldn't, so there was some cuts in the studio. But anyway, it's out on MetaQuest 2 Free and Pro, so if you didn't had a chance to play it yet or check it out, it's got brand new free content for you now if you want to. Okay, and that's it for today. If you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it. Bye.